honest. Y'all ain't even on my fucking level, to be honest. Some of y'all dancing with the devil, to be honest. Y'all ain't even supposed to be here, but since we all here, let me tell you what's real, to be honest. Y'all ain't even.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sticky Tree Bed. I'm chilling with apparently the bull riding champion, the Clary OG.
What up, man? I broke all the records last night in the Mechanical Bull. Shout out to Texas Live.
And no, he's not talking about his cousin. Not at all. And in the back, as always, I call him the come-ish, the cowboy hippie.
Bullshit. I lasted longer than his punk ass. And
I was waiting for it.
And I did it twice. Mark only did it once.
I pulled a hammy.
You pulled it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm ready.
I know what you meant by that.
Pulled a hammy.
I know. So let's go ahead and get it out the way. Giants win. We beat the Bengals.
Early.
19-17. And at 4-7, ladies and gentlemen, we are in first place of the Eastern Division. Yes. Thank you. Oh, you're not gonna clap? You're not gonna clap?
I'm tired.
That's all right. I feel the love. I still feel the love.
Team Tank, baby.
Only main concern right now is the Daniel Jones got hurt, pulled a hammy.
I feel your pain, brother.
So with yeah, I bet you do.
You rode a bull, a mechanical bull at that.
I broke records last night. Full, say it right next time.
He didn't break no records.
I'm curious as to what records you talking about, and we'll get to that.
There's no records.
We'll get to that in a second.
I broke them all.
He wanted to wear my cardigan though.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Is it a cardigan? I don't think it's called a cardigan, but
and also the Dallas Cowboys lost against the football team. I think that needs to be brought up. Don't you guys think so?
Oh yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Let's go.
Well, what do you mean? Why? Why don't you care?
That was one of the first times I've ever turned off a Thanksgiving Day game. I think I can remember since I was probably 6 years old.
Wow.
I can recall mine.
That was I'm talking about Thanksgiving Day game. I'm talking about okay.
Chargers 2017.
I was shocked when I actually saw the final score. I was like, what, they scored again?
Can we talk about the play calling about that fake punt when you're on your own 20?
Yeah, let's get into it real quick. Sneaky looks a little consumed over there, so look, check it out.
No.
I'm going to tell you the two parts of the game that really I questioned. So one was the 4th and inches play call. Hey, look, dude, you have the guy you spend all your money on handling the ball. If he can get it, you guys go for first down. You guys got it. Mm-hmm. The second thing, dude, was that pick, man. You can't punch the ball in, bro, when the dude gets it down to the 5-6 yard line. You have to score. That was to tie the game at that point. You have got to punch that in, dude, any way you can. And then, like his shit, the fake punt, we can get into that too. But, dude, the play call was just like, what is – we gotten worse, dude.
We called like 3 wide receiver screens in a row.
Right.
And if you're going to do a wide receiver screen, at least use your best slot receiver in CeeDee Lamb. Don't use Michael Gallup. You know what I mean? I love Gallup, but he's not the best receiver to use in a screen.
Bro, the whole thing was questionable, dude. And the Washington Football Club not only beat us twice, they have destroyed us twice this year, man.
They destroyed Dalton.
Oh, dude.
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring up rushing. So I'm looking up here, and it looks like you guys did 18 carries for 60 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Washington had 36 carries for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Gibson went off.
He's a beast, yo.
Oh, my God.
Memphis makes good players. Tony Pollard was starting over him in college.
Right.
He didn't get his starting. Well, he was more of a receiver, I guess. But the Washington Football Wizards are using him more as a running back, and I kind of like it because, as you can see with Carolina, how they're doing with Samuel also, they're instead of going the whole quarterback as an extra weapon, they're using a receiver as also a running back, and I think it's awesome. I think the Cowboys should do something like that, but what do I know?
I do. Well, we're not talking about the Giants yet, so I do see a question. I don't know if you see it yet, Cowboy Hippie, because we're talking about the Cowboys, and we'll stick on the Cowboys. So I'm looking here. Only thing that nothing really stands out. Everything's about even, obviously, except for the score. First downs, 22 Washington, 13 Dallas. Total yards. You guys actually, no, I'm sorry. Washington had 338 to you guys is 247. Fourth down conversion. You guys went down for four times. Fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was that many times.
And I don't get it because we actually finally have a decent punter, and we're not punting the ball when we should. But when our punter was shitty and can barely kick it 30 yards, we were punting all day. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like they want to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think there's honestly it just shows a little bit of desperation. I mean, if you go for it as many times, it's not Madden, I mean,
yeah. But what do they have to lose? I mean, do you know that we're down to our third string tackles? Both left and right tackles are third string.
Mm.
We don't have one. I think the only starter on our line is our right guard, and he's our worst one probably. So I don't know. I mean, just the whole season for the Cowboys have been nothing but injuries. And I'll just say for everybody in the league, I saw Daniel Jones got, you said hamstring, right?
Yep, his hammy.
How did Colt McCoy do?
Colt McCoy didn't do too bad. He came in and managed the game well, and we didn't lose it. I mean, he didn't put us in the position to lose it. So when he came in, I think it was 13-10. He put us on 2 scoring drives, made it 19-10, and which okay. Our problem, we had 2 offensive, actually 3 offensive lineman calls. It was holding, and it was just, I mean, there's never a good time to get a holding call, and it was just in the critical moments in the game where there were drive killers. I mean, we were at third and 6 at one time, 3rd and 4. When you get those holding calls, now you're sitting, at 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 16. It just destroys the drive of the momentum. And also to talk about destroying a drive of momentum, Ingram. God dang it, freaking Ingram. We were driving down the field. He fumbled the ball, caught the ball, tried to make a move. It was a great play on the Bengals' part. Mm-hmm. Created a fumble. They got a field goal off of that.
Did they also return a kickoff for a touchdown?
Yeah, it was after we scored. Yes. They kicked it off, and they ran it. It was like literally the next play.
The very beginning.
Yep.
Or that was the first score.
So I got a question for you, Sneaky. If Daniel Jones is out for, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks, what do you think your chances of still winning the division are?
Well, you know what? I'm going to wait and see what happens. I can't, me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to like I told everybody on my live today, I'm going to celebrate tonight, enjoy the fact that we're in first place because it's been a while. All right. I'm going to be honest. It's been a while. Mm-hmm. And, we'll see what happens. And, we'll take it from there. We'll take it from there.
To tell you the truth, I think y'all shouldn't be too worried. I mean, look at the Eagles. They're already saying they're going to let Hurts get more snaps at quarterback.
Well, it wasn't that they said they were going to. The reports that I saw and read was that he was getting more reps with the first offense. Now, that can mean a lot of different things, but at the same time, the Eagles were saying that Hurts is still, Wentz is still, quote unquote, their guy.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna continue to say that.
We'll see. Yeah, I know because it's political. They got to say it. They have to say that, or it's going to start a controversy. So since we're on the Giants, I wanted to bring up this real quick. Dark Stroke mentioned, why don't the Giants try to tank and get a good draft pick? I'm going to tell you why. Because we're sick and tired of getting those the top 3 or top 5 or even a top 10 pick. we play to win the game. We play to win the game. We're not going to tank. I'm not going to speak for the Giants. I'm going to speak for myself. You don't tank, and that's what we're not going to do. We're going to play the game. We're on a week-to-week status. Right now, we're in first. Why are we going to tank? Why are we going to tank? We're in a good position. We control our own destiny, and let's just move forward. And Dark Stroke, I'm going to let you. I hope I'm not trying to attack you, but I do get this question a lot, and it's frustrating. I'm not frustrated at you, of course not. But when you keep getting this question, you don't want to tank. You don't want to tank. You want to move forward and win games. Sorry, I got a little long-winded on that.
No, I don't even consider it tanking, Sneaky, because how bad our division is. If you go from first to second in the division, your draft pick goes from 17 to, I believe, like 7 or 8. That's a huge jump. You know what I mean? Now, let's say y'all do get second place in the division. Y'all get 7th or 8th. That's a little bit easier position for you to trade up to get a quarterback if y'all wanted to. But honestly, y'all could go another year with Jones. I think I'm going.
He's our guy.
He just needs y'all. Just need weapons for him, man. I mean, honestly.
And you know what? I'm gonna agree with you on that because I'm gonna say this during the game. I noticed that the receivers. Jones was playing well. Was playing well. He just wasn't getting the space that he needed from the DBs to get the ball to the receivers. Mm-hmm. And that's not Jones's fault. I mean, that is the receiver's responsibility to get open. Mm-hmm. So I'll agree with you to an extent. And I think you guys were talking about Chase or Fields or what's the guy's name?
Jamar Chase, Bateman from Minnesota. He's pretty good.
So, I mean, if we can find that one receiver that we could throw it downhill, life is good.
Talk about receivers. Hey, Clary OG, did you see what happened in Denver today?
Yeah. What's
that
the quarterback
crazy
situation?
Yeah, man. What do you think of that? What do you got to say about it?
I didn't see the game, dude, but I read about it, man. And I don't know. I don't even know if that's ever happened before, dude.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy, man.
Some of the guys didn't even know his name.
Right, dude. You know that, dude. That's I
that
can't
in the
really
NFL though?
I can't talk a lot about it because I like I said, I only glanced at it by reading it. But I was like, what the hell is happening over there, man?
Now, should that be on the NFL though? I mean, or is that on the players? I mean, it was every single quarterback on their roster they couldn't play. I mean, do you give them?
You have to set a lineup.
Tuesday?
Yeah, I don't know what the deadline is, man. On that, actually, I don't know, but that's crazy, dude. I can't even talk. I really just read about it, dude. I don't know more than that. But that was absolutely insane, bro. What happened?
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. I mean, only COVID is where it could take your whole depth chart at quarterback. You know what I mean?
So I'm not too in with the particulars, but I do understand that they were talking about if it was, I don't know if it was because of the COVID, but I don't think so. And the reason why I say that, they were saying because of the issue wasn't a COVID issue, that's why the game wasn't rescheduled. It was more of a strategic measure. That's why, they can't reschedule the game because of that. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going off of what I heard. And of course we'll see more when it gets more developed. So
kind of like what's going on with Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I mean, they had time enough to where they could move it, which sucks. I really wish it was on Thanksgiving. I know it felt weird not having a Sunday night game. And then to push the Cowboys game to Monday night, which sucks because it was going to fall on my daughter's birthday, and we could have seen Dez against the Cowboys, but it's all right. I'll wait.
Oh, that's right. You guys got Baltimore next.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay. So I'm gonna. That being said, I'm gonna enjoy this moment being in first place, and the fact that.
Let me answer Dark real quick on that, man.
All right, go ahead.
I want to say something as well. Okay. Look, man. The reason why they're not tanking so much because they believe in Daniel Jones as well, man. They believe they already got their quarterback. And what Sneaky said, they're in first place, man. Whether we like it or not, the record, it is what it is. But they're in first place. And the Eagles are playing the Seahawks tomorrow night. And I don't think the way that Carson Wentz is playing, the Eagles should get destroyed tomorrow night as well. And the Giants are going to be sitting in first place, man, at the end of the week, going into next week. And that's why they're not tanking. And they're going to have a home field playoff game, man, at the end of all this as well. So you also have that to look forward to. And, once you get in the playoffs, man, you throw out records, you throw out seedings, you throw everything out because you do get that home field advantage for winning the division, regardless of your record. So, Dark, I want to throw it out there too. And I'm not, if you're new in here, Dark, I don't think I've seen your name. I'm not a Giants fan by any means. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. But I wanted to answer that as well.
He's an in the closet Giants fan. He's in the closet.
I got you.
The fact that right now we're sitting in this position 4-7 in the division, fighting for a slot. Not only the division, but fighting for a slot in the playoffs. I'm going to take it. Like I said, I'm taking it. And in my live, I was getting, well, who do you think we're going to win? When we play against you guys again. I said, no. We got to stick with week to week. And then now, definitely even more with Jones being injured. We'll see how serious this injury is. And we'll just take it. I said, but as of right now, the 24-hour rule, we're going to enjoy this and just move forward.
Now, Sneaky, if I can go and add a little bit to that as well. With the whole tanking situation, I think the only people that are really going to take advantage of this is the Jets and the Jaguars. This is the first time in a while that I can say that there's not that many for sure players on the at least top 5, top 10 that are going to be well caliber players in the NFL. Right. For sure, Lawrence and Fields, and I could say Sewell, the offensive tackle from Oregon, and that's about it. I mean, the top corner can go either way with Surtain or even Wade from Ohio State. I mean, this is a weird draft, and it kind of sucks that the Cowboys are, tanking this season. But I think a lot of teams are going to want to trade up to take a chance on that kid from BYU, the kid from North Dakota State, and that's how it's going to help us with the whole get more draft picks, and we can just fix that defensive hole, in this, because our whole linebacker core, other than LVE, what else do we have? Sean Lee's 36. Jalen Smith is not even playing close to that contract.
Let's not even talk about Jalen Smith, bro. I don't even want to. I don't want to bring him up, dude. Okay. I can't stand the dude. Look, he's a dude. He's a good guy off the field, but dude, as a starting linebacker in the league, the dude just doesn't have it, bro.
So whose fault is that then?
I think that's a Jones's fault again for signing too early. Absolutely, man.
It wasn't even his contract year. Him or Zeke.
I know.
It's funny. Yesterday, I went to Grapevine Mills, and a big shout out to BH Harris, who gave me a shout out on TikTok. And I went to the Cowboy store, all right, in Grapevine Mills to meet up with my buddy Lawrence. Shout out. And we had this conversation. We had this conversation because we brought up Dak, and I also mentioned how he should check on our episode how you and Cowboy Hippie got into it about Dak, keep him or let him go, trade him, get draft picks or whatnot. And the first thing that Lawrence mentioned, he said that Jerry Jones does not want to pay anybody. The fact that he paid Zeke and I'm sorry, the wide receiver Cooper. They paid Cooper, but yet he's not going to pay Dak his money, and that's going to be a downfall. And then of course I echoed the sentiments that I keep saying to you guys that McCarthy loves control. Jerry Jones is not going to give up control. And he agreed to that as well.
But you don't think. See, I disagree with that. There's a reason Jerry is not going to hire just anybody. So Mike McCarthy had to agree to something, man, to get this job. I
think he wanted to play all his players and let's see the players that you and your son picked. Let's see how they do, and if they don't plan out how the way they are, let McCarthy pick the next players.
That could make sense, man, to a degree, but Jerry Jones wants that control, but I still think they had to come up with some kind of agreement, man, that we all don't know about as far as how to run the team. And that's something we'll never know. That was between them. But I agree with you, Sneaky. Some kind of agreement was made because we all, as fans, were like, that's a weird hire, man, being who McCarthy is.
Right.
And so what was it, man? What was the agreement? Just going back for money, trying to be a Dallas Cowboy coach and feed off that for the rest of his career. Because we all know when you're a Dallas Cowboy, you got a million other options once football ends. And maybe that was in McCarthy's head as well. These guys are smart. They're not stupid,
right.
you know? So that might have just been in McCarthy's head as well. Said, hey, I'm going to do a couple years in Dallas and I'm going to shine off that for the rest of my career in the NFL.
No, I mean, I could kind of see what you're saying about that, but I also think the reason why he took this is this offensive side, and he's an offensive coach. We're still so young. You got to think about it. Amari Cooper is the same age as Calvin Ridley, and he's been in the league a lot longer than Calvin Ridley has. You still got Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb. Dak Prescott's only going to be 28 years old by next year. That's still a young team. I mean, when he had Aaron Rodgers was around the same age because he didn't start in the beginning of his career. So he still can work some. I mean, there's so many injuries. I mean, what can you do as a coach?
You know, it's a weird year, bro. Absolutely, but other teams are finding ways, bro. We can't use that excuse.
Right,
we can't keep using that excuse, man. Look what happened. Look what the Steelers did last year. Look what Tomlin did with the Steelers last year, man.
Playoffs.
They had me freaking playing running back, dude, at one point. Mm-hmm. But I mean, dude, I'm just sick of all the excuses, man. And trust me, I hate the injuries. It could be a different year, but I don't even say that anymore, bro. It is what it is. That's why it's a
that's
team
why we
sport.
paid Dalton. You're right. That's why we.
Yeah, that's why we got Dalton.
And remember, you guys picked up Dalton before Dak signed that franchise tender too,
right?
And now,
there were people wanting Dalton over Dak.
We all. I mean,
no.
Clary, you really hit up on something. I'm really curious on how that interview went with McCarthy and Jones.
Right.
Because if McCarthy said, Mr. Jones, with all due respect, I'll take the job, but the team has to be, I need to have responsibility for the team. And then let's just say that did happen. Right. And then Jones was like, sure, no problem. You can have responsibility. But then a week later,
right,
Kellen Moore is guaranteed a slot as the offensive coordinator.
But McCarthy wanted Kellen Moore.
Are you sure about that?
Well, yeah, he did because he wanted to learn the offense.
Well, listen, that's what McCarthy said. I mean, I don't know, but McCarthy flat out said that.
Well, of course, that's what he said.
Well, I can only go off of what they said.
Well, I know.
I
mean, you could read between the lines.
I truly think McCarthy liked Kellen Moore.
Think about it. Dak was top 5 last year in passing yards and QBR. I mean, it's not like what Kellen was doing wasn't bad. I think this year, I think he's doing a little bit extra though.
No.
With the whole much trick plays and stuff like that.
It's not so much he's doing good or bad or indifferent. It's just the fact that when a new coach comes in, he's going to have his coaching staff. He's going to have his offensive system in, and the fact that they're keeping the same system that they had last year, and on the outside looking in, that's what I'm guessing. I mean, maybe McCarthy, because the NFL is a copycat league. Maybe McCarthy's old system mirrors Kellen Moore's system. I can only guess and speculate. But to me, just the fact that Kellen Moore is, and you know what, you bring up a good point. I am curious as to how many other of the Cowboys staff is on that was on last year. That's on this year.
2.
Only
That's
2.
it.
So Kellen Moore and who else?
The QB coach, Nutmeyer. I can't remember to say his name.
I don't know his name, but yeah.
So there we go.
Nobody on defense.
That's the point I'm trying to make. So the 2 people that are in Dak's development, if you will, rightfully so, but I can assure you that when Coach Judd came over, the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach, they're gone. They're not on the team, the Giants team from last year. And I do kind of want to talk about the Giants right now and the work that Coach Judd is doing. What I like seeing is that the teams are buying off on what Coach Judd is selling. Coach Judd, I did a little segue to the Giants. You like how I did that? Coach Judd is putting a product on the field that I'm excited to watch. The defense, I mean, this defense is by far the best defense I've seen as a Giants fan in years. I need to pull up what we're ranked defensively right now. Offensively, we're getting there, but I want to stick with the defense right now. Our schemes are just immaculate. That's a word.
It's a word.
But with the signing of, and I'll end it with this, with the signing of Bradbury, Logan, Martinez, Flackwell, I mean, it's leaps and bounds from last year. And I'm just curious if you guys are going to add any positive moments about this defense. I'll wait.
I mean, Martinez was a good signing. I was kind of hoping that the Cowboys would get him, just with the whole history with LVE and the Sean Lee's injury. But Bradbury, man, you talk about a corner. I mean, he's pretty good. I would take him over anybody on our cornerbacks depth chart right now. But still, I wouldn't say I'd be happy as a Giants fan of how y'all's coaches. I mean, y'all still what 4-7?
4-7.
I mean,
but I mean, okay, I hear what you're saying, but the fact that we're still in contention, it's not our fault that the division it is the way it is. It's not. But we're playing in a situation where it's playing to our advantage, and right now, we just want to compete.
Which I can say you and Washington are the only teams that I can see that are 100% going at it every single play. Washington's good, man. Give them about 2-3 more years to get a good quarterback and to build that offense a little bit, man. They're going to be a good team.
They're a good defensive team, bro.
Man, that front four is nasty.
Washington is a good defensive front, man. They're really good. You know,
and I'm glad you brought that up. During the game, I did watch the matchup with I keep forgetting his name. What's 99, the second pick? Chase Young and our first round pick. Hey, Andre stonewalled him. You did not hear his name at all during that game.
He was hurt too, though.
No sacks. Well, I mean, but he was hurt. But he was well enough to be on the field. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody plays hurt. But the fact that Thomas held him and I didn't hear his name all game, that speaks volumes. And now again to this game, McKinney. To be fair, I did not hear McKinney's name. I heard he played some. Which I think they probably had him on a snap count coming off in an injury, especially a foot injury. Mm-hmm. That's respectable. But I'm excited for what I saw from Thomas and from what the defense as a whole is accomplishing this season.
I think Luke's 915 hit it on the head right here of how I think with Washington. I don't know if he's showing it. It says Alex Smith just needs to get his confidence back and watch out. And I believe it. I mean, if you see the way he's playing, he's throwing a lot of dump offs to the running backs and tight ends. But if he can get his confidence where he can step up in the pocket and really sling the ball out there to McLaurin, I mean, man, they can take this division. And I don't know. I mean, that defense is nasty.
They are good,
dude. That front four is just like – and that's just their front four. Their front seven is pretty good too. I mean, God, they're gonna be, and they're in our division right now. Our division is ass, but don't be surprised in about 2 or 3 years, we're the NFC West, where there's 3 teams that can easily should be in the number 1 seed in another division. You get what I'm saying?
You mean how it was like back in the day? How
yeah.
It was easily 3, maybe 4 teams from the NFC East was in the playoffs. Oh, of course. And I'm sorry, we're coming up too. I think next year
Oh
with
yeah, no.
with Gallman and with Saquon, our running game is just going to be top notch.
All y'all need is a
I'm having,
receiver.
I have high expectations, but that's kind of what I expect.
Mhm.
Gallman ran a really good game this
Mhm.
evening. He was moving the pile, getting the first downs, getting the needed yards, and again, next year is going to be next year, but this year I'm just excited.
I'm gonna tell you something, dude. Gallman, I'm gonna say something, man. I like Gallman. And
Mhm.
that kid runs hard, man. And this is why I don't pay running backs that type of money. Gallman could slide in there, and this sounds crazy. Saquon, did they sign? They already signed him, right? To extend it?
Yeah, we
that
already
was
had an extension. Yeah.
yeah, that was
They
stupid.
already extended
Because
Saquon.
Gallman, I'm gonna tell you something, dude. You got something good with him. And that kid runs with heart, dude.
Mhm.
He's moving that pile, that motor. That's very interesting, man. Now I know it's Saquon's job, but dude, sitting back, if I'm a GM or an owner once again, I'm like, fuck, man. Once again, I paid all this money to a hurt running back that's going to be out of the league in what, 3 to 6 years?
Yeah,
That's it.
Well, that's the average.
Right.
But look at Adrian Peterson. Look at
Well,
Frank
dude,
Gore.
he's a different
that's
animal.
1 of 50.
But
He's a
but
different
who
animal.
said,
50.
who says Saquon's not that different animal?
That's fine. But
Well,
I'll
just
tell
How
you
can you
what.
say that in 3 years?
Hey, Gallman, dude, you can't tell me what is Gallman. What is Saquon better at than Gallman right now? What's he better at?
What do you mean?
What is Saquon better at than Gallman?
Well, it's up for debate, obviously, but to say which
Absolutely.
one's better than what, just the overall power and run.
I don't know, bro.
Running style. Well, okay. Well, because for me, I compare Saquon to a Barry Sanders like. Okay.
You can't do that though. It's only
But no,
been
no, no.
two seasons.
No. I'm not saying career wise. I'm saying style in running. With the huge thighs and the juking ability. But again, that's why I have high expectations for next season, because when you have a Goldman and then you have a Saquon, it's like having a Brandon Jacobs or an Ahmad Bradshaw or a Rodney Hampton and a Jamar Bunch. A Jared Bunch in the backfield. It adds to the team, and we'll see. Cleary, we'll see.
Right.
Somebody will come out on top. Either it'll be Goldman or Saquon. But
They got to play Saquon. They got to play.
Well, because we paid. Yeah, we paid him. But what I'm saying is, one of those two is going to come out ahead, and we'll see how how it comes out. And I'm gonna.
That just goes back to my running back money, dude. I still.
I don't think there'll ever be a running back drafted in the top 5 again.
I agree. Not worth it, dude, at all.
It's not. Tony Pollard, you got in the 4th round. He's doing better than your first round pick.
I've told you guys this numerous times. I could go to DFW and pick out 10 kids to go be NFL running backs right now. 10 kids. And they would probably do pretty good according to the situation they're in. But, man, they're a dime a dozen, man. They are a dime a dozen. I'm telling you. There's not that much difference in the running back.
Now, the only thing that Zeke has for him is he hasn't been injured. And that's hard to say for a running back who's been in the league for 4 years.
Well,
that he's never had an injury.
But his fault, which I'll give him kudos. He hasn't hit anybody lately. I'll give him kudos for that. But yeah, if he can refrain from that.
Allegedly.
But
there was
allegedly,
no
yes, allegedly.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry, there was proof that he hit his wife and he didn't get suspended a game.
Allegedly.
I can go into that all day.
Allegedly.
If you're a Cowboy, you have a target on your back. It's just the way it is.
Can we change the tune real quick?
Go ahead.
Let's do that. Go ahead.
Chiva.
Hey guys, I don't know who watches football out there, but Chivas from Guadalajara. Hey guys, they finished off the 2-game leg with the Americas yesterday with a 2-1 win. Calderon had 2 goals in that game, and Chivas is moving on. And a lot of people don't watch this sport, but we're being from El Paso. My father-in-law is a huge Chivas fan. That game, those two are rivals. They are rivals in the sport, and a lot of people don't know that. But Chivas came out yesterday, man, controlled the game, took it 2-1, and let's go, dale Chivas, baby, let's get it. Let's get it. I had to change it up, man. I had to get Chivas in there, and your boy Clary OG is gonna get a game worn jersey from Chivas as well.
Oh,
boy.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, you better get it framed.
What up?
So the Chivas was really aggressive in the game against the Americas. I mean, 21 shots on goal.
Dang, look at you, Sneaky. Wait,
is,
where did this come from?
What are you talking about? This is Sneaky
my
Pete.
boy
What are you
Sneaky.
talking about?
Look, if you guys don't know the game of soccer, when they get into these certain playoffs, they play two and they combine the scores, actually, Sneaky. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. Because that part I know from the MLS.
Right.
Yeah.
So they won the first game 1-0. So going into the second game, they're already up 1-0 with confidence, and they were attacking them, man. So they ended up winning the 2-game leg 3-1. So yeah, man, shout out to Chivas, man. Shout out to my boy John, who knows all them dudes. And I'm excited. Now, he did say this, though. He said none of their jerseys are going to fit you because they're a lot smaller than you. But we're going to hang that thing up, bro. Get it framed.
You're going to get it? Yeah, I was going to. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. So, yeah, I'm excited for that.
So what I can tell right now, not only were they aggressive, but they are a very disciplined team. I mean, they only got, one yellow card?
Dang, Sneaky, look at you.
One yellow card compared to the Americas 3.
I know he's not looking this up either. Sneaky watched that game. He watched the full 90 minutes of that game. I know you did.
Yeah, you're right. You're
completely... It went 92, Mark.
Well, that's extra time, fool. That's extra time.
I know my stuff, too. Not
Oh, God. And I want to bring up also what happened last night. There was a couple of fights that happened last night.
Oh, my God. Yeah. What? The Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. threw down.
Me and Mark. Oh.
And what's his name? Jake or Logan Paul? I can always forget him.
Yes.
One of them killed. Rest in peace to what's his name? I forgot. Who did he destroy?
Nate Robinson.
Oh yeah, Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
I want to tell you guys something, man.
Wait, time out, Claire. Hold on. You ready to go night? You ready to go night? You ready to go night? I need to stop because I ain't boxing at all. So.
I don't, dude. Like when he connected on that, bro. Like the dude, his soul. He took his soul away when he landed. Like you could see his soul gliding out of his body, man. But you know what? Nate Robinson, dude, I saw some funny tweets, man. Nate Robinson, now it said it was his verified account. I'm not sure, but he said, "Hey guys, I just woke up," and then he had responses from Biggie and from.
He said, "I just woke up."
He had he had responses from Biggie and other guys that have passed away. It said, "Twitter's different here, man. Twitter's different here. Welcome, bro." I couldn't stop. I'm going through that Twitter feed, man. Oh man, but you know what? Nate has played it off good for what I heard. Once he woke up 20 hours later, I heard that he was doing okay. But God, dude, how bad it? Okay, I boxed a little bit, bro. I've never been knocked out like that.
What was your record?
Oh, I amateur box, and it's when you amateur box, you fight like 3 times in a day. So you,
right, but I mean,
I never fought pro. I bet going from amateurs from 15, 16-year-old, it was probably like 27-13 or something, bro.
Okay, that's still not bad.
No, but I never once fought pro. Now I did enter an NHB. I think Ish knows this. I entered an NHB tournament. This is no holds barred. This is before MMA. This was no gloves. And it's kind of like MMA is today. And I entered an NHB tournament back in.
You could tape your hands. That's it.
Yeah, you can tape your hands. Back in 2000 and God, dude, it's probably the late 90s actually.
Was Jean-Claude Van Damme there?
You fight a tournament style.
Did you put glue on the gloves and dip it in glass?
What's crazy, dude, in those tournaments, like the old MMA style, NHB, you a couple times a night. And no matter how bad you get beat up. And I won the first fight. And the second fight, I broke the dude's nose. I shit you not. In the first 3 seconds. And then he got mad. This dude, I should have like he whooped my ass, bro. But not like Nate Robinson whoop ass. He whooped my ass for we fought 3 rounds. He destroyed me for 3 rounds, bro. And I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up, man, but you can't like when you're in front of people. And I remember my corner back there were your friends, and they were like, "Dude, you want us to stop the fight?" And I'm like one part of the fight, I'm looking at him, dude, and the dude's punching me, and they're like, and I go, "Nah, bro." I'm like, "Don't stop it, man." There's too much pride involved. Now, going into boxing, that's why you don't want friends as coaches, because a good coach is going to look out for your health and safety,
right,
and know when you're getting your ass kicked. I've thrown in the towel for someone before. I've done it in a fight when they were getting their ass kicked. I was like, nah, dude, it's not worth it. Now, if you're making millions of dollars and your fighter goes, I'm going to die out here, and he gives you that look, you're just like, all right, bro, I'm rolling the dice with you, baby. But at that age, when you're making $400 or $500 a fight and you're getting plummeted, you stop that fight, bro.
So you talk about millions of dollars. So from what I've read, Mike Tyson got a bigger payday than Roy Jones. I read that Roy got between 1 and 3 million,
right?
And then Mike Tyson got between 7 and 10.
God damn.
So it depended on what article you read, kind of gave you the amount.
Right. I think they agreed to the same amount, and then depending on pay-per-view shares, Tyson was going to get a more share of the
his
purse.
name's bigger, anyways.
Yeah, his name's bigger.
And I do want to say 2 things. One, the Logan punch. Now, I'm not a boxer, okay, but if you look at that punch,
wait, which one?
The one that knocked him out, Nate Richardson out.
That one was clean, bro.
No. Wait, hold on. What I'm saying is his head was down, and it looked like, for me, now I'm not a technician. I just know a little bit about boxing, right?
It didn't look like he was trying
and
to hit him.
It looked like his head was down, and that's how he connected. To me, it looked like a wild punch. Now, go back, check it, and see it, and educate me. Matter of fact, Ish, can you try and find it and then bring it up? We still got some time left on the show. And the second thing I want to say is I wanted to get the pay-per-view, but I was afraid that I was going to waste my money on it because I was expecting I wanted to see the old Mike Tyson.
Well, you did.
And you did. I didn't get the pay-per-view. And I changed my mind at the last minute. And 2, it ended up as a tie.
Right.
So, and I didn't want to see that. I mean, from what I saw, because I didn't think they were going to knock each other's heads off and, kind of go at it with no holds bar. But it just didn't, and again, that's just me. So it ended up in a tie, and it wasn't the fight that I didn't think I was going to see what I wanted to see. Right. And from what I saw from the highlights, I had a good.
I'm reviewing it right now, real quick before Ish gets it. I've seen it multiple times, but I want to see what you're pointing out.
Okay.
Look, and you do get caught sometimes with wild punches, man.
And I'm not dogging Logan for the wild punch. I'm just saying, it just, he connected. He connected on a wild punch, and
he connected.
So
the first knockdown was questionable. That's what I thought you were going to say. The first knockdown looked borderline behind the head. It did.
Okay.
But that's up to the ref. Oh, here we go. Okay,
here we go. Now, wait, Clary, or Hippie. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Give me your honest analysis on this.
Well, look at that. Look at that left Nate just threw right there.
Okay.
He's reaching, bro. He's exposed, and that's a deadly like you fight a guy like Mayweather, that punch right there, you would get countered and laid on your butt. But
look how his right hand is not even on guard or anything.
But just play it out. Can you play it out?
Now what? See, his head is down.
Yeah, yeah.
Logan headed, and then it's going to go back to it.
Okay, so you know what? That's not really that's actually a great count. That's just a great strike, man. Your head, it was a blind shot, but dude, he knew what he was throwing at, and apparently it was on target.
Yeah, apparently it was on target. Yeah.
That bye. Soul is gone. But you know what's crazy? Like these guys like Logan and Jake Paul, man, these guys started like hardcore training. I started watching some of their videos. Like they're getting down, man. I'm not going to say they're ever going to be like superstars in the game or nothing, but
they will never fight a professional boxer.
No, absolutely not. Nah, not anytime soon, bro. I think they're getting to the point where they want to eventually. Honestly, they want to do. They're trying to find the right fight to get millions. Because kind of like what McGregor did with Mayweather, Paul, I'm guarantee you, bro, he is going to try to get one of these big time boxers to get that big money. I guarantee it, dude. That's what he's doing.
Now, would this be a great idea to start doing I wouldn't say pay-per-view, but giving it like once every 3 months where either TikTok celebrities or YouTube celebrities that don't like each other, they should just fight. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they're starting. I think that's going to. Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea, but I would like to see them train like the Pauls do. Train for it at least. Don't go out there and you got to put on a show. If I'm going to pay for you, man, I'm not going to go watch somebody that is out of shape and can only go 10 seconds. But I'll tell you what, dude.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I think though we are going to head into that what you're saying with social media of celebrities that have beef with each other, and why not, bro? Why not getting to see these people, man? It'd be entertaining as hell, dude. I mean,
there's some people that want to fight you.
There are, dude. I just got a message. I'm gonna, dude. Listen to this. Someone just said they would shoot me and my daughter if that happened, and I'm trying. And I don't want to bring this up, but listen. We got 13 minutes. Yeah, I just got I'm gonna do a video reply to it. So listen, here it is, man. And let's get into that for a second. You want to get into that for a second?
Let's go.
Here's the deal, guys. I'm about love, peace, and integrity, man. I don't believe, look, if a teenage kid we have done so many things wrong growing up. That doesn't mean we should get shot for it. People are sending me messages right now through my DMs saying that they would shoot my daughter if we acted in such way. Listen, man, why is everybody so angry and triggered right now? We got to get back to why everybody's so upset. People don't get their way. And I simply made a video about offering a girl a new skateboard. I don't care how it was broken. I don't care what she did wrong. And that trigger has triggered so many people that I'm getting death threats. Unbelievable right now, man, what is going on. And I don't get it. When is this going to stop? Hey, I didn't talk bad about anybody. I simply offered her a new skateboard. And I admitted, right or wrong, for what she did, I'm willing to get her a skateboard. Let's grow up, people. Let's become humans again. Let's have empathy for each other again. Let's listen to each other's problems again. Let's get along again. Where we keep taking these back steps for, man? It's not making sense to me, guys, at all.
So, okay, let me straight. So you posted a video on TikTok.
Yes.
And it showed a video of a gentleman getting out of his vehicle.
Yes.
Approaching the girl. And what did she do before?
Okay,
got
so
out of the car?
that's not on video.
You saw. Okay.
That's not on video, but allegedly she threw water and her skateboard at the guy's truck. Okay. Granted, wrong? Yes, absolutely wrong. But Sneaky, right. Do you know how many things I threw at cars when I was a teenager? Do you know how many things I did wrong? Does that deserve me to get shot? Bro, we've come to such a point of our what the world we live in, man, is so angry. And look, my offer going back to that video was right or wrong. I want to get this girl a new skateboard. And then this is why I get the opportunity to sit and talk with her. Know her problems. Why did you do it? That's what people don't understand, Sneaky, about us. I'm not just going to hand her a skateboard and go, here you go. No, we're going to sit and talk, get to know each other, find out what she did wrong. How would she have changed that situation? we gotta live and learn from our mistakes, man. You don't need to die every time we do something wrong, bro.
Right.
That's it. And I'm getting attacked right now. I mean, there's some people that have my back, but I mean, obviously,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're getting attacked, I think it's kind of, and I'll throw in my 2 cents right here. So when we were in school, you and I, when you or a person you know got into a fight,
Right.
it didn't even leave the school 9 times out of 10. It barely even went into the town, right?
Right.
It stayed in the school. But nowadays, with social media, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, it's different now. When people get into a fight, now we have World Star. I mean, and I want to say I saw some stuff on Barstool. I could be wrong. And again, I'm not discrediting them. I'm not throwing them under the bus or anything. I'm just stating facts. Although Barstool, they do have the guy that does the pizza review, which I do enjoy. Now it's a whole different playing field right now. And it's the amount of embarrassment that someone is going to get because of said video. Whatever the video is. So nowadays, people have to one up that. It's more than just, all right, you got me on my worst day, and now it's my turn. Now we're going to get at it again. But now it's different. You know, now they got to one up the ante. And it's just unfortunate how, you know, we got to this point. And not only are we going to one up the ante, I'm going to videotape it.
Right.
So now I can show the world how I got back at you.
Right.
And, you know, that's just kind of where we're at right now.
You know, everybody seems to call each other snowflakes, and that's like the common word. You're a snowflake. So to me, I triggered people. Now, here's the definition for me on snowflake. I have triggered so many angry responses now to death threats offering to buy a girl a skateboard. Now that's a snowflake, bro.
Right.
Now that I triggered you so bad that I'm the bad guy. Look, dude, you take it what it is, man. I'm so happy. I'm even more happy now with what's happening in the United States now. This just makes me feel even better, man, about what's going on. It really does. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and get more into it, but golly, death threats over a skateboard? Let's come on, man.
And it does go back to, I remember having a conversation with someone who was proud because, matter of fact, they even mentioned how they were proud of being a deplorable. And I'm like, you don't want to do that. And they're like, why? So I showed them the definition of it, right? And it is funny. And, you know, I go through my Facebook feed, my TikTok feed and whatever, and I see both sides. And I see both sides using the term. Actually, they're using the term snowflake more than they are deplorable. And, you know, it's just, yeah. And you're right. Now there's a definition for the word triggered. Like triggered. Come on. Now we got to like.
It's triggered. It's canceled. Oh, we're going to cancel him. Canceled makes me laugh, bro. The cancel world we live in is oh my God. Look, if you're a rapist, if you're a murderer, if you're a child predator, you need to be canceled. But if you have an opinion on something that someone doesn't agree with you, that doesn't mean you need to be canceled.
Right.
You know, let them have their opinion, bro. This canceled generation we're living in, dude. I hear my kids say it when I'm playing video games online. I hear them say canceled all the time. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all, man? And
it's quickly used. I think who was it that said something about canceled culture? Who was it that mentioned something about, I can't remember, but I guess that's kind of where it's at right now. And
hey, look, let me ask you this. You have daughters, okay?
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. And I will stand by my daughters, right or wrong, bro. If they do wrong, I get it. I'll handle it, okay? Now, if they do something really, really wrong, The police will handle it, right?
Preach. Yep.
Now, if someone attacks my daughter, well, there's been no as far as like if my daughter is toilet papering a house, okay, and that's what someone commented as well, and someone comes after her and threatens her for that, dude, we got a problem, bro. You called this is what we always talk about in a certain group of people. Back the police, right? So a certain group of people, I love the police, but a certain group of people love the police. Bro, why didn't that man call the police? If the police, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Police. Well, then call him, bro. That's what you're all about. Call him. Why do you got to take it in your own hands against a teenage girl? How threatened are you? Were you more embarrassed? Did a teenage girl embarrass you? Is that what it was? Yeah. I mean, come on, dude. She threw water at you, bro. Now you're gonna go after her. Now some guy's talking about shooting me. Hey, bro, this world's out of control, man. We need to get back. We need to get back and regroup, refocus on a lot of things, man. And it starts at home. It does. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, that's this culture, man. I don't know what's going on in America right now, dude.
I am really curious as to how it all started.
Right.
Because it needs to be said that there's there's three sides of every story.
Right.
The girls, the guy, and then what actually happened.
Right.
What actually happened. And I think I'm more inclined to seeing what actually happened. And I'm with you. I mean, I see where you're coming from. The guy took the skateboard for whatever reason. But now, do we go back and say that's theft?
Well, another guy even threw something at her. There was two, and another gentleman even threw something at her.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then that's assault. That's assault.
Come on, guys. You know, I mean, they could claim assault as well. See, this is, I've gotten so many DMs about it, throwing water at her. It was a Trump rally. She intervened, blah, blah, whatever. Bro, it is what it is. Call the police. I mean, call the police. You guys, everybody calls the left crybabies and snowflakes. And the right's all, the right. And guys, I'm really down the middle on this. I'm just going off of what everybody says. But the right's always claiming, the police. Well, dude, apparently you were a Trump supporter. Call the police, bro.
So all this happened to was a Trump supporter.
It was a Trump. Yeah, it was a Trump supporter.
So the girl wasn't a Trump supporter.
No, she wasn't. The backstory for what I've gathered, and this is allegedly, is that she intervened some kind of Trump supporting thing and threw water at somebody. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the whole story. The point is, I'm still willing to get this girl a skateboard.
Right. Yeah, I'm really curious about what's the full story. I mean, maybe we should have her and the guy on. Right?
Hey, that's what I'm shooting
That would be phenomenal. Have both of them come on.
Now that would be awesome if we can get a hold of them.
Right, and it happened in Dallas, right?
Happened in Dallas.
Okay, I mean there's always a way.
So
there's
that's
always a way.
So are we bouncing or? Well, all right. I guess we are. Hey guys, I want to say everybody out there, I hope you all enjoyed time with your family. Spent some time, if you could have, with family and friends and loved ones. You also got the chance to eat something good. You did something good in your community. And guys, be the better person in certain situations. Be the adult. Be stronger. It's okay to be humbled. It's okay, man, to be the bigger person, man. Because in the long run of things, it's time to you can educate people when certain situations happen. So that, guys, get out there, make somebody smile this week, guys. We're in the stretch run to Christmas. Be safe out there. Be safe when you're shopping. Much love. I'll catch y'all later.
What's up, y'all? Great show, fellas. I love y'all. Thank you, everybody who stopped by, gave us a couple minutes of your time to listen to us. I want to give a big shout out to Sarah Fuller. I don't know if y'all heard the news about her. She is the first female player to play college football in the Power 5. And she is from here, the great state of Texas, from Wiley, Texas. So big shout out to her. Another shout out to all my brothers and sisters out there who are serving or who have served. I want to say thank you so much for sacrificing y'all's freedom to give us ours. Much love. Have a blessed week, and let's go Cowboys.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for hanging in with us for this hour. Hey, Giants in first place. I do want to give a quick shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Clario G and Sneaky G-Man merch and also Truce merch. Also want to give a shout out to 3M Water Hydration for the go-getters. So what y'all doing? Go get it. I just want to just kind of touch on a little bit about this weekend and what it's all about, or this weekend. It's about Thanksgiving, giving thanks, and not to always look at the grass on the other yard because it's not always greener. They got weeds and crabs. You never know. Anyway, I want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I hope y'all had a good weekend, good Thanksgiving weekend, and appreciate what you have. Just appreciate what you have at this moment. That being said, Giants defense is ranked 17th right now and climbing. Giants in first place, and I want everybody to give a quick prayer for Daniel Jones for a quick recovery. And that being said, let's go Giants! Oh!
I'ma keep it 100,